It's Money Wednesday. So, it's you talking about money, assets, trying to get your finance right, trying to get your money right, trying to get more money attracted to us. So you got to get that energy up. And so today we are going to talk about assets. What are assets? And, examples are assets. And then we are going to talk about what not is assets, because some people got misconceptions of assets. And then you want to stick around because I have a bonus as well. So what are assets? Assets are anything basically that over time will appreciate in value. Maybe you just purchased a house and you expecting that house to appreciate in value. So that would be a prime example of an asset. A prime example of it could be considered asset, but it's not really an asset because it's a depreciable asset. It's a car. So many people hear, oh, I have cars, I have jewelry, that's an asset. That's the reason why I bought it. No, that's a depreciable asset. If you try to go trade that car in right away, you will lose about 20%, 30% of what you just paid for. So that's not the assets that you really want to buy. That's not the assets the rich buy, the wealthy buy, just because they know that it's depreciable. That's the asset of the poor. So now now you have a better understanding of that. So now if you continue to make those mistakes, you can't say I wasn't aware of it. And this is basically a list of assets that are liquid. And that's basically meaning how easily you can convert them over into cash. And that's basically how you want to kind of look at assets. So cash and cash equivalents. So obviously, what they are, your dollars, your francs, the euros, and other. But if you keep them in a savings account, obviously it's not going to appreciate over time. So you definitely don't want to just carry cash or keep cash just because it just don't appreciate over time. It actually lose value with inflation and everything else that's going on. Marketable securities, basically those are stocks, bonds, anything that you can trade over like a financial exchange. We'll consider market securities. Once again, they do rise in value very quickly, but they also can be very risky. So you definitely want to, make sure you have some knowledge before you play in a ballpark. Prepaid expenses are like when you buy insurance, and maybe you buy insurance for an entire year. Now you have that insurance coverage throughout the year. So that's why it's considered a prepaid expense because you already paid for it. And and if you need to kind of convert it over cash, you can. Accounts receivables are basically collections. So anything that someone might owe you, or if you're a business, what the customers owe you, the money that's needs to basically be collected. I see this all the time as a bookkeeper, as a financial analyst. Large accounts receivables on books, and sometimes it kind of inflate individuals' accounts or money that they think they have, but since you haven't collected that money, it's you don't really truly have it. So once again, it's just collection, something that you basically need to collect. So accounts receivable should always be looked at and always be tightened, because once again, that's money that someone owes you. This inventory over to cash. And last but not least is property, equipment. The reason why, just because it could take years before you can sell property. That's the reason why some investors, some wealthy individuals don't believe, buying a house are the best choice just because it's so hard to sell it. And well, it's not as easy as other people try to make it seem to, especially like the banks. And if you try to hold on it for 20 to 30 years, you know, the maturity of the loan, then you never know what's going to happen. You know, who knows what happens from 2 years to 5 years, you know. So so now you understand, you know, all the assets. Now there are intellectual property assets, you know, like trademarks, but intellectual assets as well when it comes to, you know, knowledge that you have gained, skills that you have gained. If you just starting off, kind of should be kind of focusing on that. And also a good partner, in my eyes, will be a great asset as well. You know, a good woman, a good man, you know, someone that can truly help you out in the business. So anyway, thanks for staying to the end. If you want to gain more money knowledge, I check out reading The Richest Man of Babylon. I mentioned that on previous vlog. Richest Man of Babylon. Also, Outliers is going to give you an insight on what people seem as gifted, but how many hours, time and dedication, commitment they actually put into their skills before they became masters at it and be able to attract the money that they are worth. The 10X rule by Grant Cardone is going to kind of show you and teach you what type of efforts that you need to maintain in order to go after the riches that's you know, is all around us. But anyway, hope you like today's video. Stay tuned to next week because we are going to be talking about liabilities.